Whispers of Autumn. In the quaint town of Maplewood, where the leaves painted the streets in hues of amber and gold, time seemed to dance to its own rhythm. Days were a blend of brisk winds and warm sunbeams, creating a symphony of sensations that Frida found both comforting and exhilarating. Frida, a spirited artist with a penchant for vibrant colors, awoke one early autumn morning. Despite a restless night, she felt a surge of energy as she stepped onto her balcony, overlooking the mist-laden streets. The sky was a canvas of muted blues, a prelude to the day's unfolding story. Inspired by the crisp air, Frida dressed in a cozy maroon sweater and olive green scarf, her hair cascading in loose waves. She adorned her ears with delicate silver hoops, a gift from her grandmother. Deciding to forego her usual morning routine, she ventured out to her favorite coffee shop, the Cozy Bean. As she entered, the familiar chime of the doorbell greeted her. The shop was nearly empty, save for Erin, a woman with whom Frida had shared fleeting glances and shy smiles. Erin, with her fiery red hair and emerald eyes, was a local musician known for her soulful performances at the town's open mic nights. Frida ordered her usual chai latte, and after a moment's hesitation, approached Erin. "Mind if I join you?" she asked, her voice a mix of confidence and curiosity. "Not at all," Erin replied, her smile warm and inviting. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, like a gentle stream weaving through a forest. They spoke of art and music, of dreams and fears, finding common ground in their shared love for creativity. As the morning sun climbed higher, they decided to explore the town together. Their first stop was the local art gallery, where Frida's latest collection was on display. Erin admired the vibrant strokes and intricate details, her appreciation evident in her thoughtful gaze. "Your work is incredible," she said, her voice filled with genuine admiration. "Thank you," Frida replied, her cheeks tinged with a hint of pink. "I'd love to hear you play sometime." "Tonight, then," Erin suggested. "There's an open mic at the cafe." As the day unfolded, they wandered through the town's cobblestone streets, stopping at quaint boutiques and charming bookshops. Laughter echoed between them, a melody of newfound friendship and unspoken possibilities. As dusk settled, they made their way to the cafe, where Erin took the stage. Her fingers danced across the guitar strings, her voice a haunting lullaby that captivated the audience. Frida watched entranced, her heart swelling with admiration and something deeper, something she dared not name. After the performance, they strolled to the nearby lake, the moon casting a silvery glow on the water's surface. They sat on a weathered bench, the cool breeze wrapping around them like a gentle embrace. "The moon is beautiful," Erin mused, her gaze fixed on the shimmering reflection. "So are you," Frida whispered, her voice barely audible over the rustling leaves. Erin turned to her, her eyes searching Frida's for a moment that felt suspended in time. Slowly she leaned in, their lips meeting in a tender kiss that spoke of promises and dreams yet to be realized. In that moment, beneath the autumn sky, time seemed to stand still. It was a beginning, a whisper of what could be, wrapped in the golden hues of fall. And as they sat together, hand in hand, they knew that whatever the future held, they would face it together, one day at a time. Continue the story. As the moonlight bathed them in its gentle glow, Frida and Erin lingered by the lake, savoring the tranquility of the moment. The world around them seemed to fade away, leaving only the soft rustle of leaves and the rhythmic lapping of water against the shore. "Do you come here often?" Frida asked, her voice a soft murmur in the night. "Not as often as I'd like," Erin admitted, her gaze drifting back to the shimmering water. "But it's always been a place where I can think, where everything feels right." Frida nodded, understanding the sentiment. "I feel that way about my art studio. It's like stepping into another world, where I can just be myself." Erin smiled, her eyes reflecting the moon's glow. "I'd love to see it sometime." "How about tomorrow?" Frida suggested, her heart skipping a beat at the thought of sharing her sanctuary with Erin. "I'd like that," Erin replied, her smile widening. They sat in comfortable silence, the cool night air wrapping around them like a familiar blanket. It was a silence filled with unspoken words and shared understanding, a connection that transcended the need for conversation. Eventually, the chill of the night prompted them to head back. As they walked side by side, their hands brushed occasionally, sending sparks of warmth through Frida's veins. She marveled at how natural it felt to be with Aaron, as if they had known each other for much longer than a single day. When they reached Frida's doorstep, they paused, reluctant to part ways. "Thank you for today," Frida said, her voice filled with sincerity. "I had a wonderful time." "Me too," Aaron replied, her eyes soft and warm. "I'm glad we finally got to spend time together." Frida hesitated for a moment, then leaned in to give Aaron a gentle hug. It was a simple gesture, but it spoke volumes about the bond that had formed between them. As they pulled away, Aaron gave Frida a playful wink. "See you tomorrow, then." "Definitely," Frida replied, her heart light with anticipation. With a final smile, Aaron turned and walked down the path, her silhouette gradually disappearing into the night. Frida watched her go, feeling a sense of contentment and excitement for what lay ahead. As she closed the door behind her, Frida couldn't help but smile. The day had been unexpected and magical, a reminder of the beauty that could be found in the simplest of moments. And as she prepared for bed, she knew that this was just the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with promise and possibility. Continue the story. The next morning, Frida awoke with a sense of excitement bubbling within her. The sun streamed through her window, casting a warm glow across her room. She quickly got ready, choosing a comfortable yet stylish outfit, a soft, oversized sweater and her favorite pair of jeans. Her heart fluttered with anticipation as she thought about spending the day with Aaron. After a quick breakfast, Frida made her way to her art studio, a cozy space filled with canvases, paints, and the comforting scent of creativity. She tidied up a bit, making sure everything was in place for Aaron's visit. The studio was her sanctuary, a place where she could lose herself in colors and shapes, and she was eager to share it with someone who understood the language of art. A gentle knock on the door pulled Frida from her thoughts. She opened it to find Aaron standing there, a bright smile on her face, and a small bouquet of wildflowers in her hand. "For you," Aaron said, offering the flowers with a shy grin. "They're beautiful, thank you," Frida replied, touched by the thoughtful gesture. She placed the flowers in a vase, adding a splash of color to the room. Aaron looked around the studio, her eyes wide with admiration. "This place is amazing," she said, taking in the vibrant paintings and sketches that adorned the walls. "Thank you," Frida said, feeling a swell of pride. "It's where I feel most at home." They spent the morning exploring the studio, with Frida showing Aaron her latest projects and explaining the inspiration behind each piece. Aaron listened intently, her appreciation for Frida's talent evident in her attentive gaze. As the day wore on, they decided to take a break and have lunch at a nearby cafe. They sat by the window, enjoying sandwiches and sipping on iced tea, their conversation flowing effortlessly. They talked about their dreams and aspirations, their fears and insecurities, finding comfort in the shared vulnerability. After lunch, they returned to the studio, where Aaron surprised Frida by picking up a paintbrush. "Mind if I give it a try?" she asked, her eyes twinkling with mischief. "Not at all," Frida laughed, handing her a blank canvas. "Let's see what you've got." They spent the afternoon painting side by side, their laughter filling the studio as they experimented with colors and techniques. Aaron's painting was a whimsical landscape, full of vibrant hues and playful details, and Frida couldn't help but admire her creativity. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the studio, they stepped back to admire their work. The paintings were a testament to their growing bond, a reflection of the joy and inspiration they found in each other's company. "This was fun," Aaron said, her voice soft with contentment. "It really was," Frida agreed, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for the day they had shared. As they cleaned up, Aaron turned to Frida with a thoughtful expression. "You know, I've been thinking, maybe we could collaborate on something. Combine our talents and see what we come up with." Frida's eyes lit up at the idea. "I'd love that," she said, her heart swelling with excitement at the prospect of creating something beautiful together. With plans for their collaboration swirling in their minds, they left the studio hand in hand, ready to embrace whatever adventures lay ahead. The day had been a celebration of art and friendship, a reminder of the magic that could be found in unexpected connections. And as they walked into the evening, Frida knew that this was just the beginning of a beautiful journey, one filled with creativity, laughter, and love. Continue the story. As the days turned into weeks, Frida and Aaron's collaboration blossomed into something truly special. They spent countless hours in the studio, their ideas intertwining like the colors on their canvases. The project they embarked on was a series of paintings and musical compositions that captured the essence of their shared experiences and emotions. Their work was a celebration of life's simple joys, the warmth of a sunrise, the serenity of a quiet lake, the laughter shared over a cup of coffee. Each piece was infused with their unique perspectives, creating a harmonious blend of art and music that resonated with everyone who experienced it. One crisp autumn afternoon, as they were putting the finishing touches on their project, Aaron turned to Frida with a thoughtful expression. "You know, we should share this with others. Maybe host an exhibition or a small concert." Frida's eyes sparkled with excitement. "That's a wonderful idea. We could invite friends, family, and anyone who appreciates art and music." With renewed enthusiasm, they began planning the event, deciding to host it at the local community center. They spent the next few weeks organizing every detail, from arranging the artwork to rehearsing Aaron's musical performances. Their shared vision and dedication brought them even closer, strengthening the bond that had formed between them. The day of the exhibition arrived, and the community center buzzed with anticipation. Friends, family, and art enthusiasts gathered to witness the culmination of Frida and Aaron's creative journey. The room was filled with vibrant paintings and the soothing melodies of Aaron's music, creating an atmosphere of warmth and inspiration. As Frida mingled with the guests, she couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and gratitude. The support and encouragement from everyone around them was overwhelming, and she realized how much this collaboration had enriched her life. Later that evening, as the event drew to a close, Aaron took the stage for one final performance. Her voice, accompanied by the gentle strumming of her guitar, filled the room with a hauntingly beautiful melody. Frida watched from the sidelines, her heart swelling with admiration and love for the woman who had become such an integral part of her life. When the last note faded into silence, the audience erupted into applause, their appreciation echoing through the hall. Aaron stepped down from the stage, her eyes meeting Frida's with a look of pure joy. "You were amazing," Frida said, wrapping Aaron in a warm embrace. "Thank you," Aaron replied, her voice filled with emotion. "I couldn't have done it without you." As they stood together, surrounded by the remnants of their creative journey, Frida realized that this was just the beginning. Their collaboration had opened up a world of possibilities, and she couldn't wait to see where it would lead them next. With the moon casting a gentle glow over the town, Frida and Aaron walked hand in hand, their hearts full of hope and excitement for the future. They knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united by their shared passion for art, music, and each other. Devam etmami estetigenise berse varmi. Yardimsi olabalasijim baska berkona varmi. Continue the story. As the weeks passed, Frida and Aaron found themselves more intertwined in each other's lives, their bond growing stronger with each shared moment. Their collaboration had not only brought them closer, but had also opened doors to new opportunities and adventures. One chilly morning, as the first hints of winter began to creep into the air, Frida received an unexpected phone call. It was from a well-known art gallery in the city, expressing interest in showcasing their collaborative work. The gallery owner had attended their community center exhibition, and was captivated by the unique blend of visual art and music. Frida could hardly contain her excitement as she relayed the news to Aaron. "Can you believe it? They want to feature our work in a city gallery." Aaron's eyes widened with delight. "That's incredible. This is such a huge opportunity for us." They spent the next few weeks preparing for the gallery exhibition, refining their pieces, and adding new elements to their collection. The prospect of sharing their work with a wider audience filled them with both excitement and nervous anticipation. On the day of the exhibition, the gallery buzzed with energy. The walls were adorned with Frida's vibrant paintings, each one accompanied by a set of headphones playing Aaron's soulful compositions. Visitors moved through the space, immersing themselves in the sensory experience that Frida and Aaron had created. As the evening unfolded, Frida and Aaron mingled with the guests, receiving praise and encouragement from art enthusiasts and critics alike. The response was overwhelmingly positive, and they were thrilled to see how their work resonated with so many people. Later that night, as the gallery began to empty and the last guests trickled out, Frida and Aaron found a quiet corner to reflect on the evening's success. As the gallery began to empty and the last guests trickled out, Frida and Aaron found a quiet corner to reflect on the evening's success. They sat on a plush bench, surrounded by the remnants of their creative journey, their hearts full of gratitude and joy. "I can't believe how well everything went," Frida said, her eyes shining with excitement. "It feels like a dream." Aaron nodded, her smile soft and content. "I know. Seeing people connect with our work like that, it's incredible. I'm so glad we did this together." Frida reached for Aaron's hand, giving it a gentle squeeze. "I couldn't have imagined doing it with anyone else." They sat in comfortable silence for a moment, the weight of the evening settling around them like a warm embrace. The gallery, now quiet and dimly lit, felt like a sanctuary, a place where their dreams had taken flight. As they prepared to leave, the gallery owner approached them, a look of admiration on her face. "You two have created something truly special," she said. "I'd love to discuss the possibility of a longer-term collaboration with the gallery. Your work deserves to be seen by even more people." Frida and Aaron exchanged a thrilled glance, their minds already racing with possibilities. "We'd love that," Aaron replied, her voice filled with enthusiasm. With promises to meet again soon, they left the gallery hand in hand, stepping out into the crisp night air. The city lights twinkled around them, casting a magical glow over the streets. As they walked, Frida felt a sense of contentment and excitement for the future. The evening had been a celebration of their creativity and partnership, a testament to the power of collaboration and love. "Where to next?" Aaron asked, her eyes sparkling with mischief. Frida laughed, feeling light and carefree. "How about we celebrate with some hot chocolate? I know a great little cafe just around the corner." "Perfect," Aaron agreed, her smile wide and genuine. Together they strolled through the city, their hearts full of hope and anticipation for the adventures yet to come. They knew that whatever the future held, they would face it together, united by their shared passion and the unbreakable bond they had forged.